Hey there guys, I'm back of episode 6 of the Book of Boba Fett. From the Desert Comes a Stranger, directed by Dave Filoni, he's the guy who created the Clone Wars and Rebels. He's worked on some really good episodes of The Mandalorian, and now this, and I think he just gets better and better. I think this is a really great episode. Unfortunately, just like last episode, it doesn't focus on Boba Fett, really. He's in like one scene, but that's it. But anyway, to me, I think this is my second favourite episode from the series, because even though it doesn't focus on Boba Fett, it feels so much Star Wars that not only sets up for Series 3 of Mandalorian, but also it depends how you look at it, but it also kind of sets up threads to the sequel trilogy. We get to see Cobb Vanth back, played by Timothy Oliphant, I believe his name is, and he is just great. And he is like the sheriff, and there was that one scene at the end I thought he was going to die, but luckily he didn't. And yes, that last scene, and oh my god, they brought back Cad Bane. I mean, I thought that was just incredible on so many levels. It is so western. I mean, Cad Bane is one of the coolest characters in the Clone Wars series. I love the fact that he came back in the Bad Batch, but now he's back in live action, which was just amazing. I like the fact that Mando has an idea. He wants to hire the people from Mos Pelgo, and but he doesn't want to get involved. But eventually, the Pyke Syndicate will go over to Mos Pelgo because they will overrun Tatooine. Now, of course, we get to see Luke Skywalker back. And yes, they definitely improved on the CGI and stuff, and I think it really worked. The way he trains Grogu, it's so parallel where Yoda was training Luke. He teaches him to jump, of course. We could see the flashback of Order 66 in the Jedi Temple, which was just crazy. There were so many great things to it, and I also like the fact that we get to see Ahsoka and Luke together at one point. Like, that was just great. I mean, you could argue Ahsoka didn't need to be in here. I disagree. I mean, we also get to see the Jedi Temple slowly setting up, and I think, is this going to be the same Jedi Temple we get to see the flashbacks in the sequel trilogy? Maybe it's the first of a kind of the Jedi Temple, which is great. I love the fact that Luke gives Grogu a choice. You either have this lightsaber belong to Yoda, or you get to this Beskar armor. And I really hope, I really hate to say this, I hope Grogu realises he goes with Mando, because if you see the sequel trilogy, you know all the new generation Jedi die. And I gotta say, some of the scenes were filmed, I think they were filmed on location, and it looks beautiful, especially the jungle stuff with Luke and training Grogu, and I love the fact that Grogu knows how to jump. This episode was just so good, even though it never focused on Boba Fett, even though it did focus on the setup of the Pyke Syndicate. The way they blow up that cantina is to the point where, oh, you left your case behind, and you see her face, and boom. Oh my god, this episode was amazing. It just ticked so many boxes for me. Cad Bane, we get to see R2-D2 back, of course. We get to see a small interaction with Ahsoka and R2-D2. Oh my god, this episode was just amazing. Again, this episode is really just setting up for Series 3 of Mandalorian, not really focused on the finale, which is the next episode, which is going to be directed by Robert Rodriguez, which I think he's kind of done like the 2 weakest episodes. I hate to say it, but I'm hoping this will be the best one yet. I cannot wait for this. I think, so far, if you take those 2 episodes aside, I think Book of Boba Fett has been a really strong series. I think a lot of people would disagree with me. Hopefully the finale will be great. But this episode is just a really great Star Wars episode for Star Wars fans in general.